All right, Brianna H asks today that we help her find the cost of a notebook and a pencil using a system of equations based on this problem. So let's take a look at this problem. Now I'm going to share screen. And I'm doing that because my graphics tablet needs to do this separately. I can't use the Wyzant platform for that, but here we are. So it says in the problem that Laura bought a notebook and a pencil for $4.50. The notebook cost twice the amount of the pencil. Write a system of equations to find the cost of the notebook and the pencil. All right, so let's keep this simple. Let's just say that our notebook is N. All right, so we're really just trying to figure out how many notebooks there are and how many pencils there are. So we'll do P for pencils. How many are there of each of these? So here's how we can set this up. She bought a notebook and a pencil for $4.50. So that means that one of these notebooks and one of these pencils bought together will cost you $4.50. That's a good start. The notebook costs twice the amount of the pencil. All right, we got to think about this for a second. So let's set up a hypothetical here because I see lots of students who mix up how this should look when they write an equation, interpret this into mathese. So what this needs to look like is, let's say, for instance, that I have 4 notebooks. And I'm asking myself, okay, well, what is that number is 4? What is that equivalent to for pencils? So if I had 2 pencils here, it would have to be twice, the number of notebooks would have to be twice as much as the number of pencils. And this is exactly what we're saying. And that's the number, I suppose. But let's say these were dollar amounts as well. It means the same thing. So instead of 4, it'd be $4 and $2. Now, I don't know that it's $4 and $2, but here's my point. Interpretation-wise, what we're saying is that the notebook costs or is twice what pencils are. So whatever pencils are, the notebook's going to be twice that. I see lots of students say 2N equals P or some equivalent, and that's just not going to work. It's N equals 2P. All right. So now we're set up. We have our system of equations here. We can now solve for N and P to find out what each of those must cost. But how do we do that? Well, simple. They actually gave us what N is equal to. We know that if I have one unknown, I need one equation. I only need one equation to solve and P. I need 2 equations to solve it. So let's change this one equation to one unknown by substituting 2P. So this is going to look like, if I take just this top equation up here, it's going to look like 2P plus P equals 450. Well, 2 pencils plus another pencil is just equal to 3 pencils. So 3 pencils equals 450. So if I asked how much are each pencil worth, I would just divide by 3. I know that 3 goes into 45 15 times, so you can double check with your calculator, but we can say this is 150 with confidence. All right, so P is equal to 150. We got that, kid. Now let's ask ourselves about N. Well, we've got 2 ways now we can solve N because we have 2 equations. I can either think of this as being what plus 150 gives 450, and the obvious answer is 3. But the other way I could think about it is we know that the number of notebooks is equal to twice that of pencils, not number of notebooks, the amount of dollars for notebooks. The cost is equal to twice the cost for a pencil. Well, if a pencil is $150, each notebook must be twice that, or $3. So there's your solution. Notebooks are $3 each. Pencils are $150 each. So Brianna, I hope this solved your problem. And I look forward to any more questions you guys have. Check me out on my profile and have a great day.